I am Laura Leavesley.
I'm Matt.
Amber McFarquhar.
I'm Michelle Alexander.
Ursula Holding-Gill.
Fatima Hanif.
I'm a second-year trainee art therapist.
A music therapy trainee.
I'm a trainee art psychotherapist.
I'm a music therapist.
I'm a trainee drama and movement therapist.
I'm a drama therapist.
I think people have this preconception that you have to be grade 8 piano or classically trained. I'm neither of those things. Becoming a music therapist is so much more than just being a proficient musician.
I trained as a drama therapist when I was 46, so quite late. I ended up going to drama school and training as an actor. It doesn't feel like a career change. There's a progression. It's like I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing.
My undergrad degree was in illustration, and then I joined the Royal Air Force. I spent 15 years in the RAF. I had set up a community arts group, and I really started to become interested in how art can be used to bring people together.
I decided to train mainly because of my son. We discovered that he's actually autistic. The only kind of thing I had as a tool or in my tool belt was music. We started building this scaffolding for communication. It really made me fall in love with music again. And I'm like, I really think I want to do something like this as a career.
Creative therapies, so art therapy, music, drama, gives an opportunity for people to have different means of being able to express themselves.
When words might be too difficult.
There's myself, a client, and the art form. We kind of view it like a triangle that contains the therapeutic relationship.
We work non-verbally, we work verbally, we work with the body, we work one-to-one, we work in groups, we work very creatively.
Art is used as another tool of communication and expression. Having the privilege of hearing people's stories, it really impacts you, it really changes you. I feel personally really honored to hear that. These are intimate life experiences that people share when they build that trust with you.
And that feeling that you get when you're on the same wavelength and you're connecting musically is just amazing. And it's the reason I play music, and it's the reason I've started training.
It's having the opportunity to use my skills as a creative, but to work for social change. For me, it's where my earlier roles as a general arts practitioner and even as an actor, working as part of a team, working creatively, working spontaneously, working to a time limit, they all play in.
So I thought that art therapy was predominantly used in the field of mental health. Since I've started my training, I've realised just how diverse it really is and how many people it can help.
There are placements across all different areas, whether that's within the NHS, within prisons, within mental health services, schools, outreach places, in the community. I think it's you finding where you feel best and where you could see yourself working in the future.
I would say that every single person that I've worked with has used the art therapy space in a completely different way and used the materials in a completely different way. It's so flexible for each person and what suits them, and that to me is absolutely brilliant.
There is absolutely no judgment on the aesthetics of what you create. And what I love about it is that while it can bring up a lot of difficult emotions, I think it can also be quite fun. It can bring up things that the person never necessarily realized until they see it in front of them. It can be a really powerful tool.
One thing that surprises me every single week on placement with clients is how engaged they are in what we do. I learn just as much from my clients as they do within the therapy, learning about themselves also. It is a privilege to be training as a drama therapist.
It's a difficult training. It is challenging. It really makes you look at yourself. I've definitely learned to be more accepting of myself. By doing so, I'm then able to extend that to being more accepting of others as well.
I've learned I'm a lot tougher than I thought I was, but what it is to be tough means a bit different to me now. There's a toughness in the softness and the vulnerability. And I think in a lot of ways that makes you more receptive and empathetic.
I think it's really important to be open and willing to try new things, but also my willingness to do that has grown hugely from the beginning of my training. It really helps you grow that confidence.
I'm ADHD. I've found that in my training course that I've been very supported. That's been amazing for me.
I brought a lot of assumptions to the course, and I don't know whether that's partly because of my own background, partly because I was set in my ways. I was always being invited to be more curious, and it took me a long time to welcome that. But when it did, it opened my world out.
I feel really hopeful about finishing the training. Yeah, there's lots of communities that would benefit from the work.
I'd wanted to do art therapy for over a decade. It just hadn't been the right time. There's so many knowledgeable people in the profession and in the field. They're all so passionate about what they do. And that is contagious.
If you're inquisitive and curious, have a sense of humor, because I think you'll need that.
An openness to working with people of different disciplines, to work collaboratively.
Somebody who has an interest in the arts.
Interested in stories, in people's stories.
Then I think it could possibly be a career for you.
I brought a lot of life experience to it and a lot that I had to question on that training, but it was the most enriching thing I've ever done in my life, without a shadow of a doubt.